Starting off strong, we have Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which stands as one of the most polished action-adventure experiences available on PS5. This sequel to Fallen Order takes everything that worked in the original and amplifies it with better combat mechanics, more diverse planets to explore, and a story that genuinely deepens Cal Kestis as a character. The lightsaber combat feels incredibly responsive, with multiple stances to master, each offering distinct playstyles that keep encounters fresh throughout the campaign. Exploration rewards curiosity with hidden areas containing valuable upgrades and lore, while the platforming sequences demand precision without feeling frustrating. Performance on PS5 is smooth, with fast loading times that make backtracking far less tedious than it could be. Next up is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, the game that started Cal's journey and remains essential playing for any Star Wars fan on PS5. This title brought back the single-player, story-driven experience that franchise fans had been craving, delivering a narrative set between episodes 3 and 4 that feels authentic to the universe. The combat system borrows heavily from Souls-like games, but remains accessible enough for players who aren't hardcore fans of that genre. Planet exploration encourages thorough investigation, with shortcuts that open up as you gain new abilities, creating that satisfying sense of progression. Boss fights against Inquisitors and other threats test your mastery of parrying and dodging, while the story touches on themes of survival and redemption that resonate emotionally. Moving along, we get to LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, which offers an entirely different flavor of Star Wars gaming that's perfect for all ages. This massive compilation covers all 9 mainline films, with the signature LEGO humor that pokes fun at iconic moments while remaining respectful to the source material. The game features hundreds of playable characters from across the saga, each with unique abilities that encourage replaying levels to find every collectible. Combat has been overhauled from previous LEGO games, with more dynamic shooting and melee mechanics that feel surprisingly satisfying. The open-world hubs between missions let you freely explore planets and space stations, while the cooperative gameplay makes this an excellent choice for families or friends looking to experience Star Wars together. Coming in strong is Star Wars Battlefront 2, which has transformed dramatically since its controversial launch to become one of the best multiplayer shooters available. The game delivers massive 40-player battles across iconic locations from every era of Star Wars, with ground troops, heroes, vehicles, and starfighters all clashing simultaneously. Playing as legendary characters like Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, or Rey in hero modes creates those power fantasy moments that fans dream about. The gunplay feels weighty and satisfying, whether you're playing as a basic trooper or a specialized class, while the progression system rewards consistent play with meaningful upgrades. Starfighter modes deserve special mention for capturing the feel of dogfighting in space, with intuitive controls that make you feel like an ace pilot. Here comes Star Wars Squadrons, a game that focuses exclusively on the starfighter experience and does it exceptionally well for simulation enthusiasts. This title puts you in the cockpit of iconic ships like X-Wings and TIE Fighters, with full campaign modes for both New Republic and Imperial perspectives. The story takes place after Return of the Jedi and manages to make both sides feel justified in their actions, adding moral complexity to the narrative. Multiplayer fleet battles require teamwork and strategy, as teams must balance between attacking enemy capital ships and defending their own. The VR support elevates immersion to incredible levels if you have the hardware, though the game plays perfectly fine on a standard screen with all the depth and challenge intact. Rolling through, we find Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the legendary RPG that still holds up remarkably well despite its age, thanks to thoughtful writing and meaningful choices. Set thousands of years before the films, this game explores the ancient history of Jedi and Sith with a story that builds to one of gaming's most memorable plot twists. The turn-based combat might feel dated to some modern players, but the character building system offers satisfying depth as you customize your force powers and combat abilities. Companion characters have distinct personalities and backstories that unfold through conversations, making you genuinely care about your crew. The moral choice system actually matters, with light side and dark side decisions that fundamentally change how your character develops and how the story concludes. Pushing forward is Star Wars Republic Commando, which brings tactical squad-based shooting to the Star Wars universe, with a focus on clone trooper combat. You lead an elite unit of commandos through missions during the Clone Wars, issuing orders to your squad while engaging in intense firefights. The game emphasizes teamwork, with your AI companions actually feeling competent as they follow commands to breach doors, snipe targets, or set up defensive positions. The grittier tone sets this apart from other Star Wars games, showing the brutal reality of warfare from the perspective of soldiers rather than Jedi heroes. Weapon variety keeps combat interesting, with each tool having specific situations where it excels, encouraging tactical thinking rather than just running and gunning through every encounter. Speeding in next, we have Star Wars Racer, which delivers pure arcade racing action that captures the pod racing sequence from The Phantom Menace and expands it into a full game. The sense of speed is exhilarating as you pilot customizable pods through dangerous courses filled with obstacles, shortcuts, and competing racers who won't hesitate to ram you off the track. Each racer has unique pod characteristics that affect handling and top speed, giving you reasons to experiment with different characters. The upgrade system lets you fine-tune your pod's performance by purchasing better parts between races. Track design is creative, with multiple paths through most courses that reward memorization and risk-taking, while the checkpoint system keeps races feeling fair even when you make mistakes.
Sliding in is Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, where you play as Darth Vader's secret apprentice during the dark times between the prequel and original trilogies. This game is all about power fantasy, as you unleash devastating force abilities that let you ragdoll stormtroopers and tear apart environments with telekinesis. The story bridges important gaps in Star Wars lore, while introducing Starkiller as a genuinely compelling character, torn between the dark side and redemption. Combat combines lightsaber attacks with force powers in ways that feel cinematic and satisfying, though the targeting system can be imprecise during chaotic battles. Boss fights against other Force users test your ability to mix offense and defense, while the decision points toward the end lead to different conclusions that impact the broader Star Wars narrative.
Wrapping things up, we have Star Wars Bounty Hunter, which puts you in the armor of Jango Fett before the events of Attack of the Clones. This third-person action game focuses on hunting targets across various planets, using Jango's arsenal of weapons and gadgets. The dual-wielding blaster combat feels unique for a Star Wars game, while the jetpack adds vertical mobility that opens up how you approach encounters. The bounty system encourages thorough exploration, as you scan crowds for secondary targets that provide extra credits for upgrades. The story reveals how Jango became the template for the clone army, while showcasing the morally gray world of bounty hunting, where credits matter more than allegiances.